What's up?
There we go. Alright, how is everybody doing today? Let's see here. Let's see. Alright. Jaeger, you sent in a bunch of stuff. I already grabbed that. It's fucking cold. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Thank you so much for the subscribe again. And Jolt, 11 months. Damn. Thank you for the lurk snap. I hope you have a wonderful night. Now, I realized because...
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Alright. One second. There we go. Okay. So I realized that I had not seen a single thing from Casual Geographic in like 3 or 4 months, something like that. So I went to their channel and picked one of the vids from them. If we want to watch another one afterwards, we can definitely do that. But this is one of the ones I haven't seen yet. So, yeah. Hope you all enjoy. I hope I enjoy. 10 most disturbing ways animals can hunt you. Oh, God. Alright, let's start. Well, that's terrifying. Jesus Christ. Yep's gonna laugh at the stuff I just sent. Alright. Have you heard of Morpars? Yes, we watched one of their videos a couple weeks back, actually. It was really good. Specifically, it was their latest long-form content one. It's a real good. Oofy, all streams are down? Really? All streams are down? That's nuts. What the fuck? Well, I hope you have a good night regardless, Zon. Okay?
If you have nothing else to be grateful for, get on your knees and be glad that if you have 99 problems, avoiding predators ain't one. I hope. Otherwise, you should probably get off your knees. Predators have petrified us for as long as cavemen had consciousness, simply off the fact that just seeing one implies many others had to die. But for many, it's not what they can do to you, it's how. And these are the top 10 worst animals to be hypothetically hunted by. And spoiler, it gets a lot less
Cold
hypothetical
feet on
as
me,
the list
rude.
goes on. The only rule is, I won't be talking about sea stars or crocodiles, only because I just made videos on both. Trust and believe they're both very qualified to be here. And if that disappoints you, here's a consolation prize.
Ominous.
There's a lot of things to be afraid of being marooned on an island. Dehydration, exposure, but most don't consider being culled by crabs. And that's because, outside of remote islands in the Indian and Pacific Ocean, the
Warm
coconut
my
crab
feet,
is only found in a
rude.
very bad
Trying to
trick.
steal my
Despite
heat.
its name, coconuts are an insignificant part of a juiced up hermit crab's diet, but that didn't stop nature from equipping them with claws that can splice the fruit open. Besides, their street name is more lore accurate, as they're also called robber crabs, since they'll swarm your camp and carry off anything that ain't nailed down. The problem is, that's also how they hunt. In 2016, scientists watched as a coconut crab climbed a tree and attacked a sleeping bird, snapping its wings only to continue its death grip after they both fell on the ground. Within minutes, several other crabs spawned in and proceeded to shred the barely breathing bird for hours. The crawling antichrists are
you reached 100 for your stream streak, eh? Viva la fuck, it's colder than we just did outside. Oh god.
Scavengers with bloodlust, so
yeah,
getting
that's
bored by
true.
one
That's
means
true.
you'll certainly be maimed by more, and the fact that they can climb and track blood means there's nowhere on the island you can go where the Krusty Krab crew won't find you. The crabs are any-can animals, as in anything can get it. Rats, cats, even full-grown pigs can get flesh wounds. Most disturbing stories are those of coconut crabs eating humans. One gruesome account followed the 82-day Battle of Okinawa, where Japanese soldiers bore witness to hordes of giant spider-like crabs ravaging the bodies of their dead comrades.
Oh, that is fucked. That is horrific. I'm sorry. Leg spans ranging from 2 to 4 meters. That's all sorts of wrong. Jesus Christ. Posture check. Oh, thank you very much. There we go. All right. That is horrifying. No crab should be bigger than a dinner plate, I feel like. Like, Jesus Christ. Thank you for the hydrate, Jaeger, but like, holy shit. 2 to 4 meters. That's 12 feet across. Fuck. Oh, God. That's all sorts of wrong.
There's no real proof that this happened or that it even involved coconut offenders, but unfortunately, that's exactly how the crabs would have acted. Imagine a gang of armored cockroaches carrying the jaws of life, except the outcome of getting caught between them is
That's
quite
bigger than a shack. Yeah. The fact that we are measuring these things in shack lengths is kind of fucked, though. Like, Jesus. The guy is like 7 feet tall plus.
And with a diet of detritus, most coconut crabs are poisonous to eat, especially since many have the habit of eating sea mangoes, a fruit so toxic it has another name. The Swedish apple. By far, the scariest theory, though, is that it was coconut crabs that perp-walked Amelia Earhart off the census.
We will use anything other than metric.
She was past tense on arrival or incapacitated a plane crash would not have changed the response by the crabs. And while it's just a theory, the idea that someone's last moments could be spent desperately dragging their crippled body before an army of crabs brutally mutilates them for hours as their suffering only draws more is enough to earn them a spot on this list. And yet, they're only number 10.
That's all sorts of wrong.
Most people aren't afraid of the dark, more so what could be in it. Thalassophobia is that before the ocean, but not a lot of people are afraid of the sky, probably because you should be able to see what's coming. That's why the harpy eagle is number 9, because if this is your predator, you'll never know peace. They're one of the biggest eagles on the planet, but what makes harpies built different is that their wings are way shorter, which means the harpy aimbot can chase you through the trees in a way no eagle ever should. Just imagine a homicidal hippogriff breaking into your house and snatching your little brother out of his bed. And now you understand the generational PTSD the monkeys on their meal prep carry. And those claws guarantee you don't get the chance to find out twice. God. The size of a grizzly bear's mitt with the grip force of a Rottweiler's jaws. You can PTSD the monkeys on their meal prep carry. And those claws guarantee you don't get the chance to find out twice. The size of a grizzly bear's mitt.
That's fucked up. That's just fucked up. Look at the size of that claw. Like, Jesus.
With the grip force of a Rottweiler's jaws. You can actually hear the bones of their prey breaking as the harpies crush the life out of them. And safe to say, the same feet that can crack open an armadillo would not feel good to have gripping your skull. It is incredibly rare, but there are cases of harpy eagles attacking and clawing humans, where the eagle's leg had to be amputated because even after death, the talons wouldn't release their grip. In 2023, tourists in French Guiana walked past a perching harpy when it suddenly went for one of the women.
So Gep's face fits in it. Oh god.
her with
God.
several deep lacerations.
True, but damn.
The concept of being jump scared by a plus-size prehistoric Freddy Krueger cockatoo spikes my cortisol, but they very rarely go after humans, and when they do, the fault's usually the humans. The next animal not only punished the good deed of one man, it became one of the worst animal attacks in Brazilian history. Australia gets the reputation for being Satan's sandbox, but not enough people give credit to the sheer insanity of the Amazon. What's a jaguar's favorite exercise? Skull crushers. Not to mention you have a Jurassic reject in anaconda.
That is a that is a horrifying image. It's staring at the camera dead on and everything. And it's like, no, you're next, buddy. Come on. After I'm done here, you're on the menu. Like, Jesus Christ.
Not to mention you have a Jurassic reject in anaconda, an animal
Seen
that
it?
weaponizes
Damn.
electricity and we all decided that was okay, and a fish that convinced thousands to never pee in a river. Yet the apex predator of the Amazon isn't actually a jaguar.
What the fuck? God damn it. God damn it, that fucking face. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Yes, that fish. You never knew fear until you watched that episode of River Monsters. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Clearly, I'm going to have to find that episode of River Monsters, whatever it is, because damn.
To be fair,
Oh
the
my
giant
God.
river otter is also called the Ariana, or
Oh.
the water jaguar. But with its attitude and aptitude for gang violence, it's more like an
I'm
unhinged.
sorry. I just got over the fucking Jaguar 5 seconds ago and you popped this on screen. Jesus Christ. What the hell?
But with its attitude and aptitude for gang violence, it's more like an unhinged water wolf. That gang mentality is how a group can make a jaguar hit the reverse with no key.
Damn.
And it's already bad enough that the roid weasel can grow to 6 feet long, without the fact that they'll also roll in a pack. It's an apex predator that eats mostly fish, but they'll also fold crustaceans, anaconda, and even other river otters will adjust their routine to avoid getting run up on by a crazy-eyed cousin. You don't
Damn.
realize what multiple are capable of until you realize how bad they do caiman. Giant river otters will jump a caiman, overwhelming it until its muscles fill with lactic acid and it's virtually paralyzed. It's been said before, but that isn't honest erectile dysfunction. An otter mafia will eviscerate the caiman alive, ripping it to pieces, while also sounding like if Rugrats took place in purgatory.
Well, that is all sorts
Imagine
of
not knowing
wrong.
what river otters are and hearing that for the first time.
Jesus.
The worst part is, it's been
This fish swam up this man's urethra while he was peeing, and its fins have backwards facing spines, so you can't pull it out. Yeah, I remember that one. That one is an unfortunate creature, just generally.
proven the same hunting tactic
It really
against a
is,
human
like Christ.
is tragically effective. Silvio Delmar Hollenbach was a Brazilian army sergeant who had taken his family to the Brasilia Zoo when a bunch of commotion got his attention. A 13-year-old had fallen into one of the moats and now was being threatened by the animals in it. Hollenbach said, "Don't hold me back," and without thinking, leapt into the pool and lifted the injured kid out. Sadly, that meant the focus of the family of vindictive otters was now on Silvio, and the gang of aggressives dragged the struggling Hollenbach into the water and brutally mauled him in front of his family.
Jesus.
Silvio would be pulled out, but the over 100 bite wounds in water that was the equivalent of a microbe mosh pit sealed his fate, as he would die of a nasty infection. Hollenbach was mourned and celebrated by everyone, except the boy he saved, who apparently never even mustered a thank you. The same 13-year-old that got a man turned into a chew toy would be arrested in 2016 after scamming millions worth of pension money, proving that sometimes being a hero only means saving a villain.
Holy
Getting mauled
shit,
and borderline
dude.
waterboarded by water wolverines is
That's
a horrendous
so
way to go out.
fucked.
But again, the chances you get got by otters is still low, and for Silvio, it probably would have been zero if those otters didn't just have babies. But the next animal is the mascot of F Around and
Holy
Find
shit. We are 3 in, and already it got so fucked. Jesus. Holy shit, dude.
The Cape buffalo makes no sense on this list. until you remember it's one of the few prey animals that actually hunts predators. The tank, nicknamed Black Death, is arguably the most death-edging animal to hunt because it is a top 5 most vengeful creature on Earth. A common misconception is that the lion's biggest rival is the hyena. That's laughable when a 1,200-pound piss fit can send a big cat backpedaling. The Cape Buffalo is number 7 because cows are dangerous enough, but if Widowmaker tastes death, the Rage Cow ensures you go down with it. The Cape Buffalo has treed lions for hours, and they'll stalk lion cubs just for the purpose of stomping them out. Now add that the Bush Mafia can pull up in a super herd of over 1,000, now you understand how lions risk going full-time horizontal every time they try them. And with a couple hundred people gored and killed by them a year, this is the first animal here with a respectable body.
Oh my gosh. He's talking about some of the most scuffed and terrifying things, and then just this shit. God damn it. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Oh god, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that is rough. That is
Body
rough.
count. The problem is every year people hunt them without realizing the buffaloes hunt back. An injured buffalo has been known to retreat to tall grass to lure you in and stalk you just to rear end you when your back is turned and keep going until you stop standing. And unlike most herbivores that'll straight up watch you get got, or in some cases gift wrap you themselves, Cape Buffalo will spin the block for a predator in an effort 1,000 times John Wick. You know you're dealing with a menace when you're talking about a cow using the honey badger method on a lion, and some people have to be connected to God's Wi-Fi before they understand. Texas trophy hunter Asher Watkins thought it was sweet until his target attacked him first, completely ambushing him. Despite fuel beef struck Watkins at 35 miles per hour, tearing his chest and stomach open, and he was declared dead in the ambulance. A tragic death, but definitely not unprovoked. Imagine walking through a corner.
1 second, I just want to switch over to my...
Hydrate, you bastard!
Thank you very much. I will take that hydrate. 1 second. I just want to switch over to my full body. There we go. I just want to be able to do that real quick because I haven't been able to use my standing desk as an actual standing desk for a while. So there we go. That's much better. All right. Save game. There's no game to save. Damn it. Whatever. 1 second. There we go. Thank you for the hydrates. All right. Continue.
Maze, knowing you're one wrong turn away from a buffalo same-day shipping you to the Lord like an afterlife Amazon package.
Jesus.
On several islands throughout Indonesia, you'll find a dinosaur time left behind. The Komodo dragon is one of those predators where, once they start hunting you, you're as good as dead.
Jesus.
The Komodo is everything scary about coconut crabs, but on
this one I actually know a little bit about. Enough that I know that, yeah, a Komodo dragon is not going to be a great one to get hunted by, ever. Already know about Komodo? I mean, fair enough, but still.
Jurassic juice. Komodos will eat everything, and it's why baby dragons will hide up in the trees or even roll around in feces because the adults are highly cannibalistic. The steroid giga iguana also has the unfortunate habit of unearthing human graves and feeding on the long expired remains. The Komodo dragon only has about 12 successful hunts a year, so when one makes you a priority, prepare to spend days tailgated by a murderous monitor lizard. In 2008, 5 scuba divers were caught in a riptide and swept out to sea, and after 12 hours spent drifting the aquatic void,
they landed on
Inca Island.
I didn't realize that the YouTube stuff was not necessarily getting on there. That's weird. But I'm glad that the stream is in fact back, though it is weird that it wasn't properly going on. That's odd. Oh, thank you for the hydrate.
Where they spent the next 5 days playing cat and mouse with a monster resident dragon that took notice and stalked them, which isn't easy, thanks to another unfortunate habit of theirs. We used to think Komodos were one-shot specialists that only needed to bite you once and then just wait for you to fold to bacterial infection. And as cold as that would be, it's like LeBron letting you get the ball just to spank it off the backboard. The truth is more disturbing. Komodos don't just let their prey go, but their contingency plan is if you do get away, the glorified gecko can track you by blood, and anticoagulants in their venom keep you bleeding. So now it becomes a broken game of hide and seek, and playing it on an island the size of Philly means there's no point in the area code you can go where the leather bloodhound won't find you. Even worse, the longer you manage to play manhunt with monitors, the more dragons—
Wait. gonna stop reading that because that is cursed information just generally.
Menstruated women are actually advised against visiting for fear that the resident garbage disposals confuse them for a dying animal. There's stories of bleeding tourists lying to their guides to not miss out on the trip, only to be surrounded by dozens of Komodos coming in from all over the island. And if you think there's no way an animal moving like that can catch you slipping, millions of years of evolution would argue. One incident saw 2 dragons stalking a fruit picker from below a tree, and when Muhammad Anwar fell, the Komodos rushed him and mauled him to death. Jesus. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Or maybe you haven't heard a baby goat scream from inside of a dragon.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. That final sentence for the Komodo dragon. Maybe you haven't heard a baby goat scream from inside of one? Fuck, dude. Holy shit. Gababa nut. Star. Oh god. Yeah. Jesus.
To say that the ocean terrifies me beyond comprehension isn't
why even throw this at me right at the beginning?
An understatement.
We can make Get scream. Oh
any
god.
Other isn't a shark.
No.
Isn't an orca. Not even a giant squid. But not a squid. Because I'd rather go skinny dipping around great white sharks than ever catch a Humboldt squid in the wild. At only up to 6 feet long, they're not the biggest, but everything about the way they feed fuels my nightmares. When a hunting Humboldt homes in on something, they'll approach it with all 10 appendages extended to grab prey and force it towards its mouth. And not only can that beak slice skin and cut chainmail, they do it so fast that they can grab and retract prey in just one camera frame.
Jesus.
Not to mention, they have 2 tentacles with suckers that contain inner teeth. Great for grabbing. But the real reason the Humboldt is number 5 is because the way they would hunt you is straight out of a Stephen King wet dream. Humboldts can hunt in parties over 1,000 strong. They're also highly aggressive, speed-eating gluttons that'll strip fish.
I thought he was going to say something along the lines of, oh, it's like a Stephen King's nightmare. And it was going to be like, oh yeah, they rip you to shreds with the tentacle teeth or something.
Down to the bones before fishermen even have time to reel them up. They're also
hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
The moment one of their own shows weakness, it gets jumped and torn to shreds. The problem with Humboldts is they speedrun life so fast, they're never not thinking about food. And if you find yourself in the waters at the wrong time, you can get mauled by a pack of fleshy-armed box cutters. But it's the intelligence that's the biggest problem.
I was wrong. It's worse. Pack mentality with squids. Fuck that. Oh god. I thought some of the worst things in the ocean were at the bottom, but apparently we can have just as bad in the middle to top area. Fuck.
Aren't always aggro.
The ocean
they can be
is wild.
Curious too, and they'll often steal cameras and lights just to take them apart and
hey,
examine
Pika.
them.
I'm sorry you're in pain right now.
Go from 0 to homicide in seconds.
If not friend to wife, friend shaped, you're talking about the squid.
Black. Once one says go, many more will follow. One diver was approached by a squid who gently started nibbling on him, and the diver, who probably couldn't believe his luck, started filming. In seconds, the squid started pulsing red, and the man was immediately slammed by multiple as they simultaneously began to pull him into the abyss. He would escape, but he genuinely thought his ticket to Tupac was booked, and there's many more stories of divers being confronted by squids and nearly dragged to the point of no return, and some even swear they've had Humboldts attempt to rip off their masks and drown them. But going back to the first diver, I think the most disturbing part is the moment he didn't fight back and let himself look easy was the moment he became a green light to a red devil. The last unfortunate fact is that Humboldts will perform diel vertical migrations, where every day they rise from the depths to hunt before eventually going back down.
You hate Nintendo? Ooh, yeah. I wonder what they did this time. Fuck. It's even worse actually because when they attack you, they'll drag you down. So even if you get away, you'll have to be careful not to get the bends trying to come back up. Oh god. Jesus. So like there's oh god, that's fucked. My fucking Switch won't let me play online. What? Why won't it let you play online? That's weird. Anyway.
So they're more likely to run into you during goblin mode. Unfortunately for the next animal, goblin mode is their entire life.
Damn, dude. Like, what the hell?
You've probably heard that there's few animals that actively hunt humans, and that polar bears are one of them. I want to clarify, they don't actively hunt humans, they just passively don't give a follow me now. Polar bears are the largest predators on land, and as big as you think they are, I swear to you they're bigger. The problem starts with the fact that they're the only hyper-carnivore bear. They eat meat, and meat stands for Merc every and any time, and it can make up 95% of their diet, where in something like a grizzly bear, it can be as low as 10. That would be better.
Wait. So I didn't realize grizzly bears diet can consist of meat only 10% of the time, potentially. But polar bears being 95% is a terrifying sentence. What the fuck? Like, I know that that makes sense. They're in the fucking Arctic. But, really? Jesus. Lets me do solo quick play matches in Smash, but I can't connect to the fucking lobbies. You know, the more fun things to play on. Right, right. And you've tried everything, and all your settings are perfect, but it's still fucking up. What's the other 5, I wonder? Wild shit, yeah. They're omnivores. They'll eat whatever they can, and most bears live off berries and other junk. That I did know about with grizzly bears. It's just that the most popular thing I see about grizzly bears is the salmon runs, you know? The ones where they just fatten up on all that salmon right towards the beginning of winter. So, like, I never really consider what else they might be eating during the rest of it.
Enough, but polar bears also live in a freeze-dried desert where, in the winter, they can only live off of feces, foxes, and other fallen polar bears. Polar bears have way less options, and with the sea ice they depend on receding, they can either get creative or get cremated. So they don't actively hunt humans, the same way I don't actively grocery shop for Chips Ahoy, but best believe if I see them, I'ma grab it. That's the polar bear, except they don't have to see you. With the best nose of any predator, a polar bear can smell a seal from miles away.
Jesus.
They can detect their breathing hole from another area code and can even clock a seal under a foot of ice. So it's really true, if a polar bear sees you, it's already too late. From 1870 to 2014, there have been only 73 attacks on humans, with 20 census subtractions, but being targeted by the ultimate predator of persistence is a different level of fear. In 2016, 5 Russian scientists were held hostage by over 10 polar bears, who stalked their weather station and forced them to have supplies and flares airdropped by helicopter.
10 polar bears? Jesus Christ. I didn't even know the range of polar bears can converge that much. That they could have 10 sitting on top of one spot. How much? Jesus, they must have wanted all the food and the people. Like, holy shit. The only thing you can think of that's common with issue is Team Mobile. You would start acting up as soon as your grandmother switched. Ooh, that's rough, Pika. That's rough.
2019, 50 polar bears invaded the town of Novaya Zemlya and put them in a state of emergency.
Jesus!
People were afraid to leave their houses and refused to let their children go to school, and with shooting them being illegal.
I'm sorry. You're saying a tyrannid swarm worth of polar bears invaded a small town. What the fuck? Oh, God.
Folks had to bear this reverse Goldilocks situation unarmed.
Why you barking? Why you barking? I mean, with the Arctic ice shrinking every year, there's only so much space for polar bears to roam these days. True, true, but like, Jesus, 50 of them.
And I mean that literally, with ice bears breaking into residential buildings. Polar bears are a force of nature, and number 4, because once one chooses you, you can't run fast enough or swim far enough to be safe. One swam over 400 miles in just 9 days, so trust that you would not get away. But there's always been something about a carnivorous Q-tip that unsettled me, and I think I figured it out. Polar bears are a lot like the squid, where they're incredibly curious and intelligent, which makes the way they hunt and engage in general seem cold and calculated. You'll often notice in a lot of videos where they approach humans, the polar bears seem quiet and emotionless, and you can almost see them trying to figure it out. And their face expressions and body language tell you nothing. A polar bear pulling up on you can be curious, apathetic, or ready to revoke your presence, and you will not know which. And that's just it. They're disturbingly deadpan. And I think that's by design. Most black and brown bear attacks are defensive, meaning they either had cubs around or you managed to catch them off guard, and most times they'll give you many signs that you're effing around in the jurisdiction of finding out. A polar bear doesn't, because oftentimes a polar bear isn't trying to negotiate or communicate. With you, it's trying to eat you while weighing the cost. So what often makes them look cute and innocent is actually them being apathetic, emotionless terminators. Because remember, they don't fear humans the same way their cousins do, and most encounters are on the polar bear's terms. So it's true when they say, if it's black, push back. If it's brown, retire to the ground. And if it's white like a sheep, you finna go to sleep. Color of a beluga, last time talking to you. And white like a picket fence.
He had to pick the most menacing photo possible. Look at that shit. It's like, oh, what a cute little babe. Oh, good God. You know, like, what the Just the shadow in the background.
White like a sheep, you
Jesus.
finna go to sleep. Color of a beluga, last time talking to you. And white like a picket fence means you wake up past tense. Number 3 and number 2 are both interchangeable. It just depends on which movie scares you more. A gross out body horror slasher flick or a psychological mental health massacre. If you pick psychological, wait for number 2. And if you pick slasher, well, you probably already know how horrific it is being hunted by chimps. The sick joke is less than 5% of their diet is meat. Yet in places like Nagogo and Uganda, they can have a success rate of 80%, and it's because the way they hunt is coordinated and calculated. First, you have drivers, and their job is to pressure prey into the trees without actually trying to catch them. The moment you try to climb, you've screwed yourself, because there's also blockers whose job is to limit any possible escape routes and make a literal jungle gym even smaller. So now you gotta avoid them while being chased through the trees by chasers. The last role are the chimps smart enough to anticipate where you'll try to escape and will camp themselves in a perfect spot to snatch you if you pass by. It's painfully effective, and once something like a colobus monkey is caught, it's immediately crippled and eviscerated into several pieces. I genuinely have to be careful with what I show y'all. Just know that monkey's still alive and he gets his arm snapped after all that. Chimpanzees are number 3 because they might have the most brutal ways of casting prey, and they don't discriminate. Chimps are on record ambushing families of gorillas, frightening the females and running fades with a silverback, and kidnapping any babies to remove them. They're not the only babies at risk, and viewer discretion is advised. As habitat loss and food shortages have pushed humans and chimps together, there have been more cases of chimpanzees snatching human children with chilling results. One human toddler was hold on, viewer discretion, I mean it this time. One human toddler was grabbed by a big male, and in less than a minute, he broke his arm, beat his head in, and even disemboweled the boy and removed his kidneys. Being hunted by chimps is like playing death tag with parkour-capable pack-hunting zombies, but luckily, meat isn't their main food, and attacks are still relatively rare, which is why I have tigers at 2.
All sorts of wrong. Fuck, dude. Jesus. Chimps already like 1% body fat? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is haunting. That's haunting. Jesus.
Tigers don't actively hunt humans, but living on top of each other for centuries is why tigers have the highest human body count of any animal on this list. Folks traditionally wore masks backwards in order to discourage the tiger into thinking he had lost the element of surprise. But it's believed the trick was spammed too hard and now the tigers are catching on. But intelligence is the second scariest thing about them. Number 1 is, they are the most vengeful animals on the planet. Black Death be damned. Piss off a tiger and you might not live to regret it. You may have heard of the poacher that shot a tiger and stole part of its kill, so the tiger tracked him down all the way to his cabin, destroyed anything that smelled like the poacher, including his mattress, just to John Wick the man when he eventually returned home. Tatiana the tiger proved that you don't have to be in the wild to find out, after she escaped her San Francisco enclosure to track down and savage the men that had taunted her. But by far, the most notorious tiger in history was the Devil of Champawat. This was a Bengal tiger who had gotten her canine teeth broken, likely by a human, which meant she could no longer hunt her normal prey. The result was she started stalking humans, and the endgame was the man-eater of Champawat destroyed 436 people, eluding poachers and hunting parties and somehow always knowing when to leave an area and lay low. Tigers are quick and efficient. They take you out and then return back to the shadows, and honestly...
One tiger took out 436 people. Holy fuck. That is wild. And that was that one was starving too because it couldn't eat right. Like, holy shit. That is wild, haunting, all sorts of fucked. Oh my god.
I'd probably die of an anxiety attack long before a feline flatline. They don't usually go out of their way, but all the extra exposure around humans has shown us exactly what tigers are capable of, and the worst part is they could easily be scarier. The reason tigers are orange is because orange isn't a concept to the animals they do prey on, and if we were on that list, this is what the world's biggest whiskered reaper would look like, and it's still not number 1.
No, that... The only reason we don't consider this camouflage is because we can see it properly. That is... Nah, that's fucked. That's fucked. Nothing can see it out in the jungle because its normal prey just can't see it at all. It's stealth 100 all the way. Meanwhile, we see it as orange because that's just part of our whole thing. God, that is Holy crap.
Orcinus orca is the most oppressive predator on the planet, and at this point, there's not much I can say that you don't already know.
Yeah,
you know they're intelligent, but what genuinely surprised me is they take very few risks. If prey has the smallest chance of fighting back, orcas will move the needle to 0 before they move in. Not only that, but their methods change depending on the target. That's why they'll soul slap a stingray before it can sting. That's why they'll immobilize sharks before they can bite. And it's why they'll up smash a seal as high as they go like Super Smash Bros. But they don't neutralize prey just to be safe to eat. They'll turn a dying animal into a life lesson. In that same stingray clip, a family of orcas toyed with the half-alive stingray before letting its body sink into the abyss when they were done.
Wait, they didn't even eat it?
The stingray was slapped by the orca grandmother, and the rest of the pod was playing with it in order to learn how to deal with one, and when the lesson was over, they had no further use for him. It's not cruelty, it's communal calculation, but it is why orcas are the most fear-inspiring, heart-retiring predators to have, and if you're still not convinced, let me tell you a story that still sticks with me. One grandmother orca was not only smart enough to memorize when elephant seals in the Falklands would breed, she knew exactly where and what time the tide would be high enough to hold her. This 20-foot Type A dolphin basically staked out the nursery pool until the tide got high enough for her to seemingly spawn out of nowhere and abduct a defenseless seal pup.
I'm sorry,
She then dragged the seal out to sea
Wait, what?
as a practice dummy. For the next several hours, her family toyed with and tormented the baby seal, with the pup alive for most of it. Again, it's not evil or torture, but it is how orcas polish their prowess. But for the seal, that's stranger danger on steroids, and one of the worst ways to go out. Slowly, and with zero hope. And now you see why great whites will piece out of a favorite hunting ground for a calendar year if they have a run-in with an op dolphin. And why
I would avoid the fucking ocean in that specific spot if I encountered one of these things. Like, holy crap. That is wild. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Also, did we ever listen to Takeover? Maybe. I don't know.
Feel the way they do. We're talking about animals that'll roleplay as prey and practice drowning each other before they try out a baby blue whale. It's not an act of malice.
I do recognize the name.
Simply a skill surplus for them and a skill issue for everyone else. I won't slander them, but I definitely pity their prey more than anything else's. But I gotta come clean. I did lie to you.
Oh yeah?
They're actually not the most oppressive predator on the planet. That would
be... The new Ina song. Yes, we did watch that then, yeah.
Take away the guns, the technology, and everything else. The very foundation of how humans hunt makes them the most horror movie predators ever. Simply put, imagine a predator you can never run away from. You can get ahead.
Or she's just a normal
you can even get out of her sight yet. Every time you turn to the horizon,
I'll check to see if it's one we've seen or not, okay?
But you are. You're exhausted. You're thirsty. And about to drop from stroke, yet there they are. Not missing a beat. Barely breaking a sweat.
Secret number 11.
Not like them.
Mankind.
You look in the distance, and to your dismay, here they come again. But this time, you don't have the strength to get back up. They're slow, but persistent. Like an immortal snail that never stops.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you for the hydrates.
Sunrise, they're ready to do it all again.
Damn.
You just won't be there to see it. They're finally here. They literally walk you down knowing you're at your limit. One raises its stick, you close your eyes, you'd breathe your last breath, but they took all you had left, just like they take everything. Your story's over.
Jesus Christ.
The ending was authored long before you finished reading. It's not your fault. It's not
Rude.
Evil or crime, but it is what happens when you meet the scariest predator of all time.
Yeah. Rude. But also, damn, that was hunting, that last bit. Jesus Christ. He's not wrong, but also, holy shit, dude. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was 10 Most Disturbing Ways Animals Can Hunt You by Casual Geographic. I like that a lot, but at the same time, a lot of the hunting methods listed on here were just horrifying to think about or watch. Like, holy crap. Rude. But yeah, like, I'm both impressed, horrified, and I was enthralled by the entire thing. Like, it is quite wild to see some of the stuff that was going on with that. Though I did end up losing it quite a bit when it brought up the where it brought up the little scene of the Jaguar towards the beginning. Um, that just made me laugh so much. This thing.
On.
This just made me laugh so much, and I just couldn't handle it. But regardless, we have some TikToks to see. So, yeah, let's see those real quick. Let me grab up the ones that Pika sent in. Bam, 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 and bam. There we go. Start at the beginning. Why are there gnomes?
Baby girl, I'm a guest, Thunderbolt say, well, woman, the way the time cool, I wanna be
What the
keeping
fuck?
you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Baby girl,
Oh, I see.
I'm a guest,
Me and the boys hunting Bigfoot at 382. Wait, 382? What? Ah, I got nothing for that one. Whatever. That's just silly. Ah, yes. This is some bullshit. Rebuttal. Bonk. More bonk. Ah. Coldest temperature ever recorded in Louisiana was -16 in Midden on February 13th, 1899, the day before Valentine's Day. It was so bad we had to delay Mardi Gras. I mean, fair. You know why they never found Bigfoot? Oh yeah? Why did they never find Bigfoot, Joel? Is it because the map of Bigfoot sightings is incredibly similar to the map of known furry locations? Because the footprints were left by hobbits. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a pretty decent one. Like, you would be born 103 years later on February 11th. Damn. Damn. It's a hell of a anniversary thing for you, huh? As we all know, hobbits excel at not being seen. True. Bilbo took that to the logical extreme by using magic to cheat. But everybody else with the hobbits are basically like, oh yeah, we're able to hide. It's no big deal. We can do that all day, every day. Why is everything always muted on this fucking site?
Welcome to the Salty Spittoon.
There we go. Okay.
I got into a fight this morning. Okay. I beat up 3 Waffle House employees with a spoon and a dirty napkin.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yep. Right this way, sir.
Yeah, let him in.
Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?
He earned it. He earned his entry into the Salty Spittoon. Jesus Christ. Why? Is it this fucking bullshit right there? Is it the fucking update terms and services?
Fuck you. Fuck
there
you.
we go.
Right? Fuck me then, you coward. Alright, you know what? Fucking bring it.
Oh god. I was joking.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Alright, fuck me then, you coward. Alright, you know what? Fucking bring
Oh wow. So the fuckery starts. Damn. Just zip ties the whole thing. Wraps it in plastic wrap. Duct tape. And then hides it away in a fucking corner of a shipment container. I mean, what the hell? Like, Jesus Christ. I got nothing. That's just what do you do to your fucking toolbox, dude? Oh my god. There we go. That was funny as fuck, and a good rendition of that song.
I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing, retraced my steps, got distracted on my way back. I have no idea what's going on, and now I have to pee. I came, I saw, I forgot what I...
Filtered, filtered. Oh my god. Facts. Read the comments. Oh, for this one? Uncomes, Jesus. Roses are red, my name is not Dave. That makes no sense. Microwave. Sticker. Why is this so accurate? How many now? I still don't get it. POV, me, every day. I'm heavily afraid this perfectly describes how I'm feeling. Oh, wow. You can say it one more time. I was distracted. I'm just gonna hide in Larry's box. Roses are red and heavy is dead. I read my last book. Wait, the heavy is dead? What? Oh, wow. All the comments are gold. Also, Advent just dropped a new cover like 3 minutes ago. Hey, there we go. That's another thing to grab real quick. And pause. There we go. And continue. How's he doing that? What the fuck? How? What? I'm so confused. How the fuck? I'm both impressed and concerned. Grown tube? Yeah, I know. It's just... how the fuck is he able to make that noise? Like, what the hell?
My neighbors, bro.
Oh yeah, your neighbors are gonna be pissed, dude. Oh my gosh. The very top comment is just this guy losing his mind. Oh, it's so peak. Oh my gosh. I'm 2 edibles in and you don't understand how funny this is. When I touch something soft in the sink, I'll watch anything apparently. Please remind me of this when I'm high later. You really never know what your next scroll will be. First of my bloodline to hear a song in the style of a grown tube. Hurling cat. Yep. The chorus, I'm fucking crying. My boyfriend brushing his teeth in the shower. Oh, wow. Flail? Why you flailing? Oh my gosh.
Good job.
You have a baby and a toddler at the same time. Aww. Rude. That child just threw a football at him. That's just mean. Silliness. Hey. That is a fantastic mini. Yep, I thought as much. Yep, in that particular style, yeah. Warhammer, hell yeah. A very good model too. Like, they did a really good job. Warhammer gold sheet, yeah. It's fantastic. But which it looks like they made up a Astartes Legion for her. It looks like horseshoe thing going on right there. It's real fun though. Yep, it's about to either snow or sleet. Oh yeah. We're dealing with a little bit of that right now. We have... It's claiming it's supposed to be rain. We're getting a form of icy powder, which isn't quite snow, isn't quite rain, and isn't quite sleet. I don't know what to call it. I'm just pissed. The Uma Legion, Eclipse first, the rest nowhere. True, true. I placed a water bottle outside. I guess you'll see what it's like, huh? Like, damn. Damn. Oh. Nah, we can watch this one again. This is great.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you for the hydrate. Damn, that's a good one. Damn, that's a good one. That's a real good one. All right. We got this, and then we're going to go check out the Discord reaction channel. So let's see what we got. Breakout. Hololive English Advent original song. All right. About your other YouTube vid? Did you send another YouTube vid? Bum, 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 bum. You didn't send another YouTube vid, Pika. Like, I'm not seeing one. Oh, wait, there it is. Found it. Found it. You sent this one really early. All the other ones were TikToks. Here we go. Alright, let's see this one then. I cannot translate this one. 1 second. Copy. Translate. I think this is Japanese to English. Shigeru versus Shigeru. Alright, cool. Oh, wait. Let me turn on subtitles. There we go. Oh. Never mind. Looks like the subtitles are Japanese auto. I can't actually understand shit. Alright. Frame drops. Oh shit, frames are dropping. What the fuck? No, you're fine, Pika. Just... why are my frames dropping? Why is that happening at all? That's weird. Okay, now we're back to normal. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay. Alright. I think we're fine now. I'm not sure what that was. I'm gonna start again. That was weird. That was weird. Just the weather? Maybe. Somebody could have been downloading in my house, though. Either one. Oh yeah, no subtitles, unfortunately. Right now, we're just vibing, apparently. It version with Ian subtitles, but it doesn't have the animation. Okay. BT Dub, same person who made Lolly God Requiem. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, 50 minutes of reaction day instead of snacks. Sounds about right. I'm sorry, she appears to be either a banner or about to be burned at the stake, and I'm not sure which is more horrific. Oh, pure horror on that one. Feel free to send the other video with subtitles into the Discord music section, Pika, so that everybody can look it up once we're done here. You weren't lying about some of these animals being ready to eat your life? Oh, yeah. That was heavy, Timothy. Like, damn. That was wild. This is a completely different character. I got nothing. What is happening? That was wild. Very confusing, but pretty wild. You'll understand when you watch the other version, maybe. Sounds about right. Alright, now this one, and then we get into the reaction channel on the Discord. Everybody's popping off. Oh my gosh. Nah, this is probably gonna end up in a playlist somewhere. This is pretty damn good. just losing it over there, huh? Ah.
Take back your maze of lies. I've seen the other side. The point of no return. This fire's gotta burn. Rise up and with a cry of wrath, I will crush these chains until only your recognition ash remains. A rebellious spark, like some blazing flame. Let it blaze, like a man cage, spilling out into the shadows that will break away.
Damn. Oh, that was real good. That was real good. Just so happy we finally got to hear the howling of Makoko Soul. Apparently. Oh, wow. That one was good. Alright, let me just exit past all this. There we go. And that. There we go. That for the moment. Might go back into that again if we want to watch another casual Geographic vid. But first, let's check out the reaction channel. Let's see. We checked out all of these, I believe. No, wait, we didn't. We did not. Did not check out these. Where did we end off last time? A while back, for sure. Yes, we ended off with this one, I think. I do not know. Because Fumoko's first original born to Baudol had like a tease of it, but Fumo was like, I said, keep it cute, lol. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, we definitely didn't see this, I don't think. Okay, so you marked a bunch of stuff like that. Okay. We have left off there. Yep, yep. This and this, I believe. Yes, these are the two that we finished off with last time. I don't think we saw this one. I've sworn we didn't. Ah, yes, yes, we did watch these. Never mind, we're good. Alright. In that case, that means we also checked out that one and this one. Perfect, alright. In that case, we can start in with Jolt's one right here. Beautiful, alright. What is this?
I stitch my voice together out of wires and melody. A digital creation built to keep the real me free. Echo isn't who I am, she's who I had to become. A shield of circuits singing everything I can't outrun. Night after night I'm shaping songs until my vision blurs. Hours spent on every frame, every echo, every word. And the people that I care for still don't know what I create. I tell them it's nothing special while my hands are trembling late. Cause they only see the final glow upon the screen, not the broken nights and lonely fights that built this stream. And if they ever saw the one behind the sound, would the world I made stay standing or come crashing down?
Damn. There you go.
peel the mask
Holy
away.
shit.
We'll find the truth she tries to blur. They dig through every shadow like they're owed a piece of you, demanding you reveal the person your music filters through. Show your face if you're so talented. Stop hiding in the crowd. A real artist doesn't run. Their judgments get too loud. But echo is the armor, keeping everything intact. They want the girl behind the sound without giving anything back. You just want something to claim. I feel their curious hands reaching closer every day, trying to pull my world apart and scrape my name away. But every lie I tell to keep my real life safe cuts deeper than the secrets etched into my face. So I hide my truth beneath the neon crafted voice. Let them love the art I make, but never steal my choice. Every song is built from sweat and sleepless nights alone. Every video a labor cut from bones and microphones. They whisper they're not enough, they're just a name, but they don't see the hours poured into this flame. Search the shadows, all you want. You'll never find me now.
Damn. Damn. Holy shit. Oh, that. I want to redeem to add 5 minutes to stream. I feel like you would abuse that in your very next sentences. I want to make a 24-hour stream. Yeah, I feel like you would abuse being able to add 5 minutes to the stream. Even if I made it like 1,000, 2,000, you would sit there and you would wait 4 or 5 months. You don't have to be there for a full 24 hours, Gap. Rude. Well, but also true. Also true. This one made you feel things? Yeah, it's making me feel things. Like, holy shit. You're trying to post memes, but they won't fucking post? That's rough. That's rough.
What if they knew me? Would they finally understand the cost of every beat I make with trembling, overworked hands? But when I reach for honesty, my courage drops, my heartbeat shakes, and I'm terrified the real me isn't worth the voice I make. Am I enough? Or am I nothing but a sound?
Damn.
So I guard my heart behind the world I built from light, even though the pressure's slowly eating me alive. I wanna tell them everything, but I still don't know how. So I keep my truest self behind the music for now. Let them doubt me, let them chase a phantom sound. I'm still here and I'm still rising, even if they pull me down. I'm echoing the darkness, and the silence is my crown.
Damn. Damn.
You'll never take my name from me.
Oh, that was...
I stitch my
Damn. Damn, Joel. Holy shit. You picked a really good one. Oh. That one was really good. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Damn. Damn. You posted in music videos too with English subtitles. Alright. I don't post often, but I try to make quality. It is real good. It is real good. Oh my gosh.
All that separates me from being Buck from Ice Age is an eye patch. Well, shit. Because, this tree here grows absolutely perfect leaves. Oh no. Oh, Ricky,
Yep.
you might
Yep.
be Buck. Zoinks, dude. I'm not ready to be a weasel.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Fun alternatives to saying, I zoned out.
Sorry, I had to reset the Wi-Fi. What's up? Yeah, my soul just took a lunch break. What's up? Sorry, the screensaver turned on. Sorry, I'm still using the free trial. What's up? Sorry, I accidentally meditated.
It's
Sorry,
a
I forgot to
really
skip the
quiet
cutscene. What
one.
did you say?
1 second. Let me turn this up for you guys as well. There we go.
What's up? Sorry, my antenna switched to the radio. What's up? Sorry, I was playing freeze tag with a ghost. Yeah, no, I was just in the double vision blur blur. Sorry, say that again? My neurons missed their cue. I had to close out all the tabs. Sorry, there was a software update. Sorry, my brain is trying to remember what I Googled like 2 years ago. I was in the middle of staring at the wall. What's up? Sorry, I was on airplane mode. Sorry, I was in the waiting room. I just got highway
In the
hypnosis,
waiting room?
just not in a car. Sorry, yeah, my brain went zonk. What's up? Sorry, my brain was in 720p instead of 1080. Tom Selleck. I was reading your mind. The lifeguard said it was Adult Swim only. Oh, yeah, I was just in pause mode. I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if a million voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible is happening. What's up? Sorry, I was still on the main.
No, that one right there, that would fuck with somebody if they didn't know about Star Wars. She has other music on TikTok as well. They're pretty good. Hey, nice. That's perfect. That first one was really good though. Like, holy crap. Like, you picked a really good one, Joel. Like, damn.
Menu. Sorry, the conductor's late and the orchestra is warming up. Sorry, I'm having a rough day in an alternate dimension. Diet disassociating. I'm trying to add to this conversation, but my file folder just won't open up. Sorry, I forgot to turn off the ringer. Sorry, I got sucked into the void.
That last one. Sorry, I got sucked into the void. Oh my gosh. Yep, I feel like that was a good one. Thank you for the hydrate, Jaeger. Double hydrate. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's see here. Use a shovel to remove a T-post. Oh, smart. That's smart. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I always hear stories about how much behind-the-scenes work goes into stuff, especially for VTubers and streamers, so when I found that song, it just clicked. I'd be surprised if there's a content creator that wouldn't like it. True, true. That one was really good, and, like, yeah, I felt that, like, damn, you know?
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it.
I have concerns. Many concerns.
Oh yeah, it's worth it.
Ah, there's a crack right down the center right there. Yeah, that's not great. Wear extra fingers so photo/video evidence will be inadmissible as it will appear to be AI generated. Thank you, Central, for my awesome email address and username. Like, real Megan Finger. Oh no. Actually, reminding me pretty hard of the Gorgora thing. Yeah, that's true. Oh god, that is true. Fuck. Yeah, you're not wrong. And then there was also the Iron Mouse situation where people tried to dox her, and there was all sorts of other nonsense. Like, oh my gosh, it got me good, you know? Oh, never mind. They're fine, everybody. Don't worry about it. That was a really good edit. Putting the fairy tale theme as he's stopping the fire like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What is this? Part of Class 3A gets matching tattoos. Post-grad at the dorms. Stupidly close to his left rib. Easily swayed. Just the pain. Accomplice 3. Accomplice number 3, his idea, BT dub. Bystander, accomplice number 2, accomplice 1 or 7, I'm not sure. That's funny. That's funny. That's literally some shit Natsu would do. Agreed, yeah. I think that specific character, I think his specific power in universe is that he is technically negatively charged psychically, and the end result is the most psychic powers, unless it is like an object literally being thrown at him, gets negated with the touch of his palm. It's to negate everything. Yeah. Izuku 2 years later, running a quirkless academy, wants to dismantle the hero commission, tattoo junkie. Those are not necessarily the best tattoos, but I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, actually. Maybe they're supposed to cover up the scarring? I don't know. Neat, though.
Here we are again. Just me and you, comedian, right?
We saw this one a while back. This is a real good one, though. I'll just mark all that. There we go. Specifically, somebody did put this into the Discord, so. Not supposed to be anything, just represent the ink. Ah, okay. That makes sense.
What the fuck? What am I supposed to do again?
How the fuck? I'm just gonna continue. Somebody had to go into this game as a developer, probably. Design this creature and then animate it doing this. At least they're having fun, but also, damn, that would fuck me up. Oh no. The silliness.
How to piss off all the nerds at once, part 1.
Oh, goody. Let's start.
Set phasers to stun, Mr. Frodo. Let's take back the Chamber of Secrets. Excelsior!
I mean, telling them at the very beginning that you're attempting to rage bait isn't going to necessarily rage bait them, but that is funny. Ah. We're just going to skip past that one.
Did you catch him?
It's a raccoon. No, it's a possum. Still cute, though.
You found him!
I got nothing for this one.
Oh my
I
god,
really
there's
don't.
a possum in my house.
Oh, no. They just let him go. Oh, no. You have 3 wishes. That's what I hope my kids are like. Ah, fair enough. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All acorns are edible, some just need some TLC. Let me show you a recipe with a gift for you from me. Nothing screams autumn like acorns starting to fall from the trees, even though it's 85 degrees for some reason. This humongous tree that I'm underneath is a chinkapin oak, Quercus mullenbergi. This is what their acorns look like, and they're one of the few, only 2 oak species in my area that you can eat fresh.
Really?
Without, like, ruining your taste buds for the day. I'm walking around just gathering the acorns as they fall and making sure to not accidentally take any bad nuts. You can tell this one's a bad nut because it has a little pinhole in the top. There's an acorn weevil baby in there. Now, I am not a tiny lady, and look how big this tree is. Come on, she's majestic. Thank you for your gifts. Also, if an acorn falls and it still has its cap on, it's a bad nut. Toss it. We're home with our acorns, and I gotta go fast. My friends are coming over in an hour, and I want to surprise them with these cookies. Let's load these up into my Dave Built Nut Cracker. Okay, I can't hold it and hold you at the same time, so I have you balanced on a jar. This is
Damn,
what your
that's a lot.
acorn pieces should look like fresh out of the shell. If they have any like
I mean,
weird
avoiding a bad nut is just good general good life advice. Yeah,
These acorns, what we're gonna be
wrong.
making today are galletas de bellota, or their much more artsy name, suspiros de bellota, which means acorn sigh. They're a type of crunchy cookie from the northern Mexican region of Sonora. Hey, I'm a dingus, and I forgot that I still have a bunch of dried ground acorn from last year, so we're gonna use this too.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you, Jaeger.
And we're gonna take our dry acorn, and we're gonna take some sweet dust. Loud noises.
What are
Our
they
nutty
making?
sugar into a bowl. Spoonful of baking powder to make it go poof. And this is the part of the recipe where usually you'd use egg whites, but I am a filthy vegan, so instead I'm using aquafaba, which is fancy speak for the goo.
They making cookies? Oh, nice.
Goo. Meet the sugar mixture. Now we take our flavor sludge and we put it on a baking sheet. And now we're gonna bake these guys for 5 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a comfortable 175 degrees Celsius. You're welcome, everybody else. 7 minutes later. Okay, these are attempt number 1, and they're delicious, but I kind of goofed and I put too much on. Let's try again.
That's a lot.
Okay, round 2. If you take these guys and flip them over, they actually look pretty cookie-like. Oh my gosh, my friends are here.
Cool kids process acorns together.
I actually forget to finish this video. How did people feel about... It's tomorrow now, and I'm still working out the kinks of having these guys not collapse. You're a baker, aka a food wizard. I would appreciate any help you have in the comments. Happy snacking, don't die.
I mean, she did a pretty good job with that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Hey man. Hey. Where you heading? Heading down the bar in the Boulevard. Hey man. Hey. Where you heading? Heading down the bar in the Boulevard. Can I catch a ride? Yeah, I'll take it back. I got my pet Geps in the front right here. Man, I don't know. Nah, they ain't there nothing. They not mean. They look kind of dangerous. Nah, they nice. Oh, all right. I'm gonna try. Hey, just move that fishing pole out the way. All right. Oh man, what's this in the back seat? Oh man, they must have moved.
So, I can only assume they were potentially hired to get rid of the beehive or something similar from that car. So they decided to make a funny video. But at the same time, that was a beehive that was taking up most of that car's inner space. That's hornets. Oh, great. It's worse then. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, guys, but unfortunately, you're not getting your car back. Because it needs to be firebombed. Yeah, that's just how it goes. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. That's just how it goes.
Ian! God! What? Hunter, what is wrong with you? I found an infinite money glitch. What? I was on the internet looking for ways to make money, and I came across this bank. And for $200, all I had to do was donate some seed. What kind of bank takes seed? I want to make money. Okie dokie. Well, all you have to do is sign these forms. Make sure you don't have any diseases or nothing. And I'll get you into a room. Okay. Do you have an STD? No. Do you want contact with a child after 18 years? What does a kid got to do with this bank? Sure. All right this way, Hunter.
Wow. Nah, just duct tape the windows and put a hose from another car's exhaust to just gas chamber them. You know what? Fair enough. That one would work. That one would work. But also, holy shit, it was still so many hornets. Oh, God. Oh, I accidentally clicked out of it. Fuck.
Well, all you have to do is sign these. Do you have an STD? No. Do you want contact with a child after 18 years? What does a kid got to do with this bank? Sure. All right, right this way, Hunter. Now you're just going to do it in these cups. You can do it as many times as you like, if you're up for it, and we'll pay the same. There's some stuff in there for you. Okay, pretty lady.
Jesus.
What
the
Hunter, you
fuck?
donated to a sperm bank? That's what it's called. Why are you so out of breath? Did you run here? No. I went 87 times. 87
God.
times! I made 17 grand. I'm lightheaded.
Jesus
Good night.
Christ.
Hunter! Oh, God. Jesus. What the? Daddy! Dad, my truck battery died. Dad, Eric threw up again. Who the hell are you people? Dude, we're your kids. Yeah, remember? You signed that thing where we could come see you after 18 years? Kind of our biological father. Daddy!
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. What the hell? The limit before you have a heart attack is like 52? Jesus Christ. You should listen to Lolly God Requiem. We'll see. We still have like 30 minutes, 35 minutes left, so we'll see if we can get to that one too. We probably should be able to, but we'll see.
And it makes a fiery ring.
He sings lower than Cash.
Damn.
Bound by a wild
Damn.
desire,
Holy shit, his voice is so deep. What the fuck?
I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet.
Zon, you're out here stealing noses. Rude.
Like ours
Most of the time they're born with an extra vocal cord. That makes sense.
Hold up!
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Rude.
Well,
Thank you for the hydrate.
You're going to Hollywood as I don't care if I gotta cut an arm off.
Bro sounds like the guy who sang the Mr. Grinch song. Oh yeah.
Now, I don't. All right, want you to get out of it real quick.
No way.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul.
Oh,
with a
wow.
corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal.
Wow.
There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around.
Have fun.
Oh, Frosty.
Now I could buy that he's literally the guy that sang all those songs related to Christmas movies.
And the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me.
All right.
Damn. That one was good. That one was good. Oh, wow. I can't save game, Jaeger. Damn it all. Let's see here. What? Why is it talking about my Nitro badge evolving? Whatever. All right, let's see. Let me mark these one. This one is done. There we go. And real quick, we will go over to music videos and we will see that. Let's see what we got. This is the one you sent in? All right. Where? Hope you're having a good night, Zon, all right? Let's see. What is this one? Seriously, how do the people making these goddamn subtitles do this shit? Some of the dialogue is kind of questionable. It was a trap. Good, good. Damn. The dialogue over here is hilarious. Oh god damn it. The fucking raid boss is back again. I really need to find wherever in streaming avatars all this crap is stored and get rid of it. Because it just keeps happening on a timer. And it keeps blowing everybody up. Damn. Oh wow, just wow. Just keeps on zapping him. Glorious. Ah.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you for the hydrate, Jaeger. Absolutely unhinged. Fucking hilarious. Damn. Posture check and stretch. Alright. You know you have the points for that, right? Miku Miku Beam. Yep. That one was funny. It's a great song along. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. That was good. Alright. Let's see here. How much did we manage to get through? We got through all the stuff that you guys sent in today. We got through a whole bunch of stuff in the reaction channel. Got through this. Damn, that's a lot. Alright. They're out of stock. Out of stock for what? They shouldn't be out of stock. Now, Stretch is redeemable right now. Yeah, there it is. I can redeem it. They are definitely not out of stock. We're going to listen to the other song again with captions. Lol, JK. We already listened to it, but anybody can check it out in their free time, okay? Fuck you, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch seems to be weird about that for some reason. Regardless, I do need to stretch. There we go. What's this?
Enlightened by the powers that be, the rule of a world run on insanity. It's clear to me they still can't see I'm just a normal girl. Empowered by the ancient one's call. We're gonna be close off of the
Yes, we did watch this one. We did watch this one. Yeah, yeah. I definitely remember us watching it. It was really good. It's really good. It's non-stream? What do you mean it's non-stream? Oh, yes. 1 second. Let me just get out of that bit right there. There we go. And we can switch over to this. There we go. Bring this back up. Weird how both of these ended up attached to that instead of being over here. There we go. Anyway. Okay, let's do it again. Because it's not a cult. Yes, definitely not a cult. And we already saw it. It was really good the first time, and it would be really good now. But we did see it already, so we are gonna wait on that. I will, however, grab it real quick and add it to the music stuff because it was a really good song, and I do want to add it to the music video section. There we go. What is this? Seasonal Undercroft Full Song, My Singing Monsters. I don't think we've seen this one. Unless I'm wrong. No, I don't think we've seen this. My Singing Monsters Fan-Made Islands. Ah, I see. That's cute. This one is what if the epic seasonals had unique sounds and a unique island, basically. Ah, okay. I do appreciate all the monster designs, just generally, but also, like, the sheer variety and sounds going on with this whole thing is really good. My Singing Monsters is also a great game. Yeah, I can tell. I mean, damn, you know? Yeah, the epics are great. That fireworks one and the Viking one are both really good. The rainbow one, the rainbow cloud one, and the Viking one are both fantastic. Which looks like all of them have some pretty wicked designs. That was a good one. That was a good one. Base game songs are also catching. Earth and Woodland Island are your favorites, but Cold is good too, especially after they added But No Oh Bone BB No Money. Nice. Alright, we got another 20 minutes. So let me see here. I want to watch another one of Casual Geographic's vids real quick. Hey, another bot got. Nom. Eat the bot. Delicious bot. Oil just adds flavor. Alright, I think I'm going to watch this one right here, because this is the newest one and I haven't seen it. I could also watch this one, but I want to know about these vultures. So, let's check them out. Why we owe a vulture on steroids an apology. Okay. Jesus, wait, what? That was disconcerting. I can only hope that was a man in a suit. Let's raid Riley? That sounds like fun. Jesus. That's a big baby.
He's just a baby. He will get bigger.
He will
Close
get
your eyes
bigger.
and visualize the most disrespected animal on Earth. Now open them and apologize for not thinking of the living laundry lint. You don't respect this dinosaur nearly enough. Many people have never seen this flying fossil, or they have and never wish to ever again. The world would be a legitimate horror movie without them, yet this creature and its kind are still very much maligned by humanity. But you'll see why. The first two videos pretty much sums up our relationship with them, especially when you let it play all the way. I told you, just a baby. That is a baby Andean condor, and condors are Jurassic vultures on steroids. There's the Andean and the California condor, and both are built like a prehistoric paralysis demon. They're the closest relative of Argentavis, and I live a life of decency and virtue, because otherwise I know I'd see this homicidal death pigeon in hell. Argentavis flexed a wingspan of up to 23 feet, weighed as much as an adult man, and would have been about the size of a Cessna 152. And on the ground, they would have looked that same grown man in the eye. The condors of today are slightly smaller, with Andeans having a wingspan of nearly 11 feet, which is how the bird can stay in the air for hours without flapping their wings once. In fact, by using thermal drafts, one condor managed to soar for 5 hours and cover 100 miles. All that and no flap. The feather relic is also one of the longest living birds, with some surviving up to 70 trips around the sun. Not only does puberty turn an avian dust bunny into Skeksis from Dark Crystal, they end up becoming the biggest birds of prey on Earth. You can't imagine waking up to a dragon and drag outside your window, and that's because you're not from Chile. Not only is it the national bird of Chile, shout out to Chile, they even have a Chilean comic based on them called Condorito. Lucky for Chileans, this dog and my mental health, Condor.
That is so disconcerting. That is massive bird. Holy crap.
Unless you watch Total Drama, because that might have been the first time Alejandro got his rocked. But yeah,
Valid.
It's a good thing that a bird that could pass for a man in a suit is a scavenger.
Oh, thank goodness that.
To be fair, that is a man in a suit.
Thank
but
God that
good
is a
reason.
man in a suit.
Dude,
Okay,
I was
good.
kidding about the Jesus. Time really hasn't been kind to the condor. It might actually be the dinosaur left behind. Way back in the day, California condors made a meal out of megafauna like mammoths, bison, and giant ground sloths after they passed tense. It's believed that it was the presence of plus-size prey in the Pleistocene that allowed condors to get so big. The problem is, mammoths and giant sloths got discontinued a while ago, meaning a literal big bird got left holding the bag. It's a biological anachronism.
damn.
The
That
Condorito was
is-
built for a
that is
time
rough.
that is long gone, and when many of the megafauna disappeared, the condor flirted with the oblivion too. Somehow they survived, but that would not be the closest condors would come to extinction. The sick joke is, DDT was really good at murking insects, but even better at erasing everything else, and condors caught the biggest stray, since the same pesticides would weaken eggshells and cause them to break. Condors only have one egg every 2 years, and the lint chicken that comes out can take up to 8 to mature, and this painfully slow reproductive rate only made the effects of DDT hit harder. But wait, there's more. As an aerial coffin, many condors die from lead poisoning caused by the bullet
That's rough. Jesus.
hunters leave in the dead. Ben Beowulf was a condor raised in the Los Angeles Zoo who was released to
just
help contribute
feeling
to the
bad
population.
now, and I had
He
nothing
never
to do
would,
with
as
this.
he would die
Fuck.
3 months later with an air gun pellet in his gizzard and another statistic for lead poisoning. And if that wasn't
that
bad
is
enough, Johnny Cash nearly
asshole.
soloed
Jesus.
the entire species. Johnny Cash is known for many songs that I cannot name, but I do know him as the guy that got high, started a fire to stay warm, and caused a forest fire that not only burnt 500 acres of a national forest, it cooked 49 of the condors living there.
Holy
When asked,
shit.
did you start the fire? Cash said, no, my truck did, and it's dead, so you can't question it. Okay, Cash. When asked if he felt bad, Johnny said, well, I feel pretty good right now. Evidently, the forest wasn't the only thing that got blazed, and when the judge reminded him of his hate crime towards condors, Cash asked, why should he care? After the federal government took $125,000 worth of care out of his account, he got his answer. Also, I lied. I can name one song. Ring of Fire.
Wow.
No currency could bring the condors back,
What-
though.
what
And years of getting
ass.
jumped by DDT, lead poisonings, and human
That's just
hubris
rough.
had the
Oh
California
my
condor
gosh,
population
wow.
down all the way to 27 left in the world by 1987. The bird from a land before time was about to flatline. That is until folks finally decided to step up. For all the damage done to the condor, humanity came in clutch for the cause. They went all out, first by capturing all the wild condors left, and when they were done, every condor alive was in captivity. Then they really put in work. Condor eggs have a longer release time than a Spider-Verse movie, but a biohack is that condors will often lay a second, even third egg if the first one is removed. So the strat was to collect condor eggs for caretakers to raise themselves, basically doubling the output. This would save the condor population at the last absolute second, as condors would begin to be airdropped back into the wild in the 90s, and today, there's over 500 California condors, both in captivity and seasoned across the Southwest. There is one problem with raising condors, and it's that the condors
better
can
than
become
they were,
attached
at
to
least.
humans, and like we always say on this channel, the worst thing a wild animal can do is lose its fear of people. The condor compromise was raising these floof nuggets with hand puppets in their parents' likeness. This allowed keepers to teach baby condors how to condor while also retaining their natural fear of humans, which I thought was what was happening here, but I looked into it and this has nothing to do with conservation. This is just love of the game. Must be mutual, because if you look closer, that's also a condor in a man's suit. Convincing, right? But raising condors is more than just throwing meat at a panhandling puffball. There's a method. In the late 80s and early 90s, folks started raising kid condors in this like daycare system, but with no older birds. But because they had no older
Interesting,
birds
okay.
to use as role models, when the condors were released, they basically acted like teenagers with their parents gone for the weekend. They do things like approach people, invade campsites, and even enter buildings. Things you don't want an endangered species doing, so we had to adjust. Instead, folks shifted tactics based on how wild condors come up and would have a baby sitting by itself most of the time, only occasionally being visited by an adult, aka a puppet.
that's
Later on,
cute.
they'd be assigned an older mentor condor
That would
to show them
work.
the ropes, and in the final step, both would be moved to a flight pen for the fledgling to learn how to fly. And caretakers would teach
Oh,
stranger
that's-
danger by using the business end of a
that's
water gun
beautiful.
on
I
any
love
condor
that.
that got too friendly with humans to keep them appropriately people PTSD. They'd also use like shock therapy to teach condors to avoid frying themselves on power lines. But the job's not finished once you have condors in the wild. I won't call them the pandas of birds because, well, one, pandas don't deserve that self-plug,
Damn.
but two, condors have an even harder time making more of themselves. 25% of California condor eggs are infertile duds that have to be replaced
Ooh.
before the couple gives up. Side note,
Ooh.
I just remembered, condors can pull a Virgin Mary where a female can lay and hatch a fully functional egg with zero male involvement, like
Wait,
maternal
what?
menaces. That's parthenogenesis, and I feel like having that move in your bag and almost never using it, even with your population halfway in past tense, like I get that it's
feel like
mostly
you
our
should be
fault, but like,
using
help us
that
help you
more.
anyway. There's no guarantee.
That
once the
feels
egg
like
hatches
a
anyway, 'cause many
benefit
chicks
that should
get
be
accidentally poisoned
used a
by
lot more.
microtrash, which clogs
Huh.
their system and starves them to death. So
Ooh.
researchers gotta constantly sift through the nest for microtrash, and any chick suspected to be contaminated is kidnapped and medevaced for surgery. Which also
Damn.
means someone has to camp by the nest for 24 hours and keep the parents from coming home to an empty one and abandoning it. Gatekeeping a dragon from its child for a day sounds more like a Mr. Beast challenge than a way to spend your zoology degree. If a released condor can avoid lead
Yeah,
poisoning,
that's-
pollution, and getting deep fried on power
The
lines,
difficulty level of keeping a mama or papa bird like this away from its baby must be insane. Oh god.
it'll roam the skies for decades and hopefully make many more condors along the way. And if they're lucky, they'll have the same partner by their side the whole time. Condors do not get enough credit for how loyal they are. The symbol of unity can have a 5% divorce rate, and a penguin can propose with his best pebble and still get cheated on. But for the most part, a condor will see another condor and just spend the next 40 years making it work. Unless
Damn.
death really does them part.
Damn.
But condors aren't just loyal to their mate. Believe it or not, an overgrown struggle vulture has a social structure on par with chimpanzees and wolves.
Holy
Condors
shit.
have a social hierarchy where every bird knows its rank, especially at the dinner table, where elders
That
dominate.
is That is really up there intelligence-wise to have a social structure that complex. Okay.
Which is why those raised without other condors end up with avian Alzheimer's, as in they forget their place. But it's not just a hierarchy. Condors will have a friend group that they'll hang with, and if you're around long enough, you'll see them preening, play fighting, and even chasing each other. They'll even look after other injured condors and share food with those that can't do so for themselves.
This is about on par with a raven or other corvid, right? Honestly, maybe a bit higher than either of those. It seems on par with wolves just in general.
What kind of bird of prey you know that's moving like that?
That's
the
wild.
Social butterfly nature is why we had to put on the hand puppets in the first place. When I said condors can get attached to humans, we're talking about a commitment lasting years. Eduardo is an Argentinian cattle farmer who found an injured condor on his property and helped bring the bird back to health. Now, every once in a while, the condor visits a man that saved him as a thank you and even tries to preen him. But to me, the wildest part is the condor didn't imprint on Ed because it eventually went back into the wild instead of following him around. So this venti vulture is actively going out of its way to see him. Who'd expect that kind of emotional depth from a cloud casket? Well, anyone who's worked with them, because they'll tell you that vultures are sky puppies with personalities that'll even have favorite keepers that they'll run to when excited. They're also curious and will play with anything from actual toys to the socks and shoelaces of their preferred human. Many keepers swear by vultures being the most fun bird to train because their curiosity and attachment makes them act like precocious children always looking for their parents' approval. They're even on the short list of animals smart enough to use tools, with Egyptian vultures using rocks to crack open ostrich eggs. You wouldn't expect that from a career scavenger and death merchant. Vultures have been underrated, and fun fact, there's old world and new world vultures.
Really?
They're not related. Vultures are essential workers. They're just so important that nature went ahead and made them twice. But this is not a vulture glaze video, so before we talk about the good, we gotta speed run the side you probably already know.
Ooh.
Everything I've said about vultures is still true, but it's also true that they have the nastiest diet of any animal. They'll eat the foulest, most putrid piece of meat like a kid eats candy, and having a weak
They're doing their job, but it is pretty disgusting.
From the worst half, which is why vultures are bald. No point in having feathers when you're going to be neck deep in a dead buffalo. Being bald also helps with temperature. So does another thing they do. Vultures practice urohydrosis, where they'll leak liquid nasty all over their legs to cool off like sweat. So if you see a vulture with ashy feet, now you know. Also, some vultures will weaponize their diet, as turkey vultures will projectile vomit sewer-smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to. Especially if they spray you in the eyes, and if it hits feathers, the acid nerfs the ability to fly. That's not the most offensive thing vultures do. Contrary to popular belief, black vultures will camp out in flock around sheep giving birth and immediately swarm the newborn, gouging the eyes out and eating the blind lamb alive.
So sometimes they are a predator species, but sometimes they're scavenger. I guess it really depends on
transmission towers.
availability of food,
can send your car insurance into the stratosphere, as necro-tweeties are liable to scratch paint, rip rubber seals and wipers off cars, and even tear the vinyl seat covers from boats and tractors. That's not as bad as the possibility of them contaminating water sources with their acidic feces when the coliform bacteria from it invades water towers or reservoirs. Not to mention, being the highest flying bird can backfire when they join the Mile High Club after getting rear-ended by a plane engine, which makes vultures, in terms of damage, one of the costliest animals in America.
Yeah, that would do it, huh? Oh god, yeah, the amount of damages to planes alone would probably be fairly high, considering that they're always in the same airspace as them. That's rough. You had to take doggo out because you weren't told you were keeping the dog in your room for the night and tomorrow. That's not great. Hex, we are not going to be able to watch your other vid. Your other vid? You sent in another vid? Oh, you're talking about the one you sent in that we already watched, right? Or are you talking about a different vid?
To cause about $3 million and
no.
$1.2 million.
Oh, you sent in another vid?
To military and civil aircrafts, respectively. When you add the dent they leave in infrastructure and livestock, vultures are capable of burning a multi-million-dollar.
Your other singing monsters one. Oh, you were going to send in another vid.
Let a guest see, smell, or otherwise perceive a committee of vultures on your property, and that might just be the last time they ever come over. But most people would probably forgive all of that if they weren't so ugly. So it's not hard to see how people see a vulture and see nothing but a nuisance. Well, vultures have no business being as OP as they are. Many animals have powerful digestive juices to eat carcasses, but no animal can match a Hades chicken's internal fortitude. Vulture's stomach acid has a pH lower than 1, meaning they can destroy toxins like anthrax and cholera that would one-shot almost anything else. Botulism is considered the most potent natural substance on Earth, as the toxins produced by bacteria attacks the body's nerves, causing muscle paralysis, difficulty breathing, and even death. let alone the fact some people pay to put that in their face. The vulture's nervous system is resistant to that same bacteria and can also tank the same bacteria that can cause tetanus and gangrene with zero effects. Not to mention, when they're knee-deep in death and decay, leaking liquid on their legs not only cools them, it acts as an antiseptic that kills bacteria on contact. Vultures are what that 0.1% of germs are afraid of, and pathogens like tuberculosis, salmonella,
they're the
leprosy,
0.1% that germs are afraid of, Jesus.
Which is a big deal because if you watch this video, another plug, but you know rabies is the disease that scares me the most. The idea of a disease rewiring your brain chemistry for the worse while also making you afraid of water, something that is non-negotiable if you want to live.
Oh, this one's back. Jesus. This is a haunting image. God.
Rabies buries an estimated 70,000 people a year, and with the most common cause of cases being dog bites, it's most destructive in areas with a large stray population, like India. But there's two things India did that gave rabies the green light. First was them criminalizing euthanizing stray dogs, but the main reason was a complete accident. Diclofenac was a drug used as a painkiller and anti-inflammatory for cattle, but that same drug also caused fatal kidney failure in the vultures that ate them. This did an absolute number on the vulture population, with many species cut down by 99%. Not only was it one of the fastest collapses of a bird species, the consequences of the sudden disappearance of nature's cleanup crew was predictable, as a number of rabies cases skyrocketed. And you remember what I said about vultures in the economy? Well, the free fall of the vulture population likely led to the deaths of 500,000 people and an economic loss of 70 million, ooh, that's a comma, $70 billion. From 2000 to 2005. But don't think it's just India that benefited from a scavenger stimulus package. Anthrax outbreaks are a semi-common occurrence in places like Kruger National Park in South Africa and Virunga National Park in the Congo, especially in places where you can have pool parties that contain more hippo than pool, and these outbreaks can kill up to 100 hippos at a time. Not only that, but these outbreaks can reach humans, as in 2011, over 500 cases of anthrax poisonings in humans were reported after 80-something hippos died of the same. Now imagine the carnage if you didn't have bald-headed equalizers clearing the disease for the free.
The trash
like I said, there's a reason nature thought vultures were so nice they made them twice. Vultures also contribute to society in less dramatic ways, as in the 1930s, the Union Oil Company.
Thank you, Jaeger.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Vultures often gathering around the smell, they'd use the birds as markers to locate gas leaks. Vultures also act as an alarm bell for illegal poaching activity, as them circling over an area is like a Batman signal to park rangers. Unfortunately, that has also made them a target for poachers, who purposely try to poison them. Evidently, the only toxin vultures have no answer for is humanity. Like I said, you do not respect vultures nearly enough. I take back what I said about them being ugly. The griffin vulture mogs any eagle you can think of. The bearded vulture is like a Pokemon fire type come to life. The king vulture is just an ethereal specimen of a bird. That is, if you can ignore the chesticle situation. And oh, my sweet baby boy. If there are no condors alive, just know that I have died. And that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water, hug your mother, put some respect on the vulture's game. Shout out to this comment for making me make this video. Acknowledge your father, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Aww. That's cute. Now we watch the vid you missed. We watched plenty of vids. We will watch this one as well. But we did see a ton of vids, especially music from you. Now let's see here. And we have like 3 minutes. We're fine. Say it like it's a problem. What are you talking about? I'm not saying it like it's a problem. I'm saying like we're fine, dude. Chill. We're fine. Jaeger! Why? We have... Why are we getting sadness thrown at us? Chill. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Feel free to send it to the Discord though, okay? I'll check it out after the stream's over. Unless it's important, okay? Ah, god damn it. Yeah, it would be important, wouldn't it? Shit. Alright.
back as they hope for the day that you fell. But don't judge if you do, you sabotage yourself. Don't bite back, you be saying goodbye. Remember, no one's gonna be praying for you at night unless you famous or you got lucky. And I'm afraid that choice isn't mine. These kind of thoughts will poison your mind. Don't accept anything from someone I can't trust. Offer me some, might try my luck. Hand me a glass, pour slips out my cup. If you bite the hand, you might dust. If you're somebody that I can't trust, offer me some.
I appreciate the brain one at the very back, like a lot. That is impressive.
We both had a poison, but I have something that you don't. You had a good one, I had the antidote.
I'm a wall and a 12 I'm a climate transparent and cover my weapons scouting bar nail like a power and a sitting like a feeling of a wine with a fencing on the choir like this game I will open the 7 and that level up a time I want to scale up up until I was devil I'm on swamp kind of time no form and a scout a table up a Thomas grab a shred with no promise you that's home.
It's the one with all the ethereal elements in the base game, and yes, it's just as cool. Nice. Damn. That one was really good. I especially liked the auto-tuned voice. That one was really good. I like that. Alright, what is this?
The animation world is remembering one of their own tonight. Writer and director Roger Allers has died at the age of 76. Allers was co-director of the 1994 animated classic The Lion King, which went on to gross nearly $800 million globally. He also served as a writer on other Disney animated hits, including Aladdin, The Emperor's New Groove, and Brother Bear.
Let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders.
The animation world is remembering one of their own tonight. Writer.
Oh, well, that's a rough way to end the stream. Jesus, Jaeger. Oh my gosh. Oh, alright. Let me see if I can't find Riley real quick. Let's see here. Uniquely Riley. Where are they? Also, if anybody else has any suggestions, feel free to say so. Let's see. There they are. What are they playing? Dynasty Warriors? That's fun. Hey, they have a goblin model. Fair enough. Alright. Can you raid on YouTube? I have no idea. I don't think I can. I don't think they have a system for it. If they do, they have not alerted me to it. I wish they did. That'd be cool. Why is this muted? Alright, it's muted.
This Horace. Okay, we got him off his
There we go.
horse.
Alright. There we go. Slash raid. Control B. Alright. Hope everybody has a wonderful night slash day. I will see you again next time if you have the time. Hope all you stay warm and cozy tonight. And have a good one.
Oh,
all
you
right?
went after me? Really, dude?
Bye-bye. Have fun with Riley, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody on YouTube, if you're watching, I hope you
Get
have a
off my
great night as
bodyguards.
well. Bye-bye.